Hello and good morning. How are we all feeling today? I have a lovely short stretch sequence for you to wake you up and get your day off to a great start. As you can see, the sun is streaming in through my windows here in sunny Liverpool this morning. It is a rare event, so I hope you can see my dark silhouette through here. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We're going to start standing. If you are doing this practice in the morning, I assume that you have been lying down through the night. So it's good to start standing. And we're going to take our feet about hip distance apart, planting your feet underneath your hips and being aware of the earth beneath your big toe, your small toe, and the midpoint of your heel as well. So rooting down through the soles of the feet, we're going to just draw the arms up towards the ceiling, a nice big stretch as we interlace the fingers and take a side bend towards the right hand side. So as we reach our arms overhead, we're keeping that left shoulder back, so we're not coming forward, stretching all the way down that left side of the body. Slowly making our way back to center, and then just repeating over onto the left side. So reaching the fingertips up and over to get this gorgeous stretch all the way down that long side of the body. Bring it back to center. Touch your palms together as we draw them down towards the heart. Keeping your feet at hip distance or maybe a little wider apart. We're going to gently round down over the legs, as deep a bend as you want to. Either letting your head, your hands fall to the floor, maybe holding on to your opposite elbows and just giving yourself a little sway from side to side, stretching out down through your spine. If I just turn to the side, then you might be able to see that a little better. So as deep a bend as you want to, and just let your upper body drape, relax, fall over that lower body as you give yourself a little sway from side to side. And then you can choose to stay here, or if you would like, take your hand onto your ankles or rest those fingertips to the floor and just experiment with lifting the hips up a little bit behind you and lengthening down through the back of the legs. Just noticing how those hamstrings are feeling this morning without putting too much pressure on yourself or stretching too far too soon. Just lifting up and down for a few breaths here. Drawing that breath in and out through the nose, trying to find a little bit of relaxation through your breath. Taking your hands all the way to the floor now. We're going to take one leg, two legs back behind us into our plank position. Keeping our shoulders over the wrists, squeezing the glutes, the thighs, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Just holding here, finding strength. Drop the knees to the earth and just take a moment to push back into child's pose. Let yourself relax fully down towards the earth here, reaching your fingertips forward before working your way onto all fours. So we're going to plant our wrists underneath our shoulders. The knees are underneath the hips here, gazing down towards the floor and keeping our spine long as we just bring some spinal mobility into our body. So as we inhale, we lift the tailbone, shrug the shoulders back and down, and lift the gaze a little bit. And then as we exhale, starting at the base of the spine, tucking the tailbone under, drawing the spine up towards the ceiling as the chin tucks to the chest. Just a couple of movements in our cat-cow, drawing the spine one way, drawing it the other way. Moving with the breath, taking an inhale as we open out and an exhale as we draw into ourselves. Finding our way back to our neutral spine position, we're going to take our right hand, maybe even bring it a bit further forward or leave it where it is, turning on that right knee and just extending that left leg out to the side. So we have a bit of a line between the wrist, the knee, and the ankle. And we're going to take that leg up to hip height. Find your balance. And then reaching our left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe even bringing it overhead. So we're drawing that long line into the body. And now this foot, push it away as though you're trying to push it against a wall. So we're stretching out, making ourselves as long as possible. We can stay here, or if you would like to, we can bring a bend into that knee, take a hold with the left hand. So you're pushing your foot into your hand, trying to keep the knee roughly the same height as the hip. So you're then getting a stretch down the front of the leg here into your quad. Keep breathing, let the breath flow. Extend outwards and return everything back down towards the floor. Coming onto the opposite side now, so you'll get a back view now. So extending your right leg behind. I had to think about that then, right leg behind. We're on our left hand and we're reaching our right arm up towards the ceiling. Taking the leg up to hip height, so you're pushing the foot away. Reaching the arm overhead, making that long line through the body. You're drawing your belly button in as well, so you're working into your core, into your center, and then choosing to maybe locate your foot behind you, push foot into hand to get that stretch down the front of the leg. That is optional, of course. Just see how you're feeling today. Inhale, we open out the body. Exhale, bring our hand, bring our knee back down towards the earth. Keeping our fingers wide on the mat, we're going to tuck our toes, lift the hips up and back and coming into a downward dog. This is a really good position to work into the back of the legs. Allow the head to feel heavy as we bend one knee and lower the opposite heel towards the floor. So you get a real sense of how your hamstrings are feeling, how tight your hamstrings are feeling, and at the same time pushing into your hands as well, trying to lift your head away from the shoulders so you're not just collapsing into this position. Let's take a couple more bends through the knee here, keeping that breath flowing. Nice long inhale, an equally long exhale. As we look forward towards the hands, we're going to step our right foot with a little bit of assistance if you need to, towards the top of the mat. Staying on the ball of your left foot. Honestly, my balance today. The ball of your left foot. We're coming into a high lunge position. So the right knee is out over the ankle. We're going to lift the arms up and out. So we're opening out through the chest. We're greeting the day, expanding through our chest, breathing deeply in this high lunge position, holding it for an inhale. And as we exhale, turning into our warrior two. So we just turn that back foot, drop the heel to the floor, keeping our right knee out towards the small toe, lengthening through these arms. It's all about opening out, lengthening, greeting the day. Keeping our legs in this position, we are just going to float our upper body backwards. So resting our left hand down the back of our leg and reaching our right arm up and overhead. Staying here for an inhale. And then as we exhale, coming forward, floating those arms all the way back down to the floor, stepping ourselves back into our downward facing dog, pedaling the feet if you feel you need to, before looking forwards to the top of the mat and stepping your left foot. Okay, I'm always going to give mine a little helping hand. I'm moving slowly, moving gently with the body, lifting ourselves up, opening out the arms once more into this high lunge goddess arm position. Before dropping the back heel, opening out the arms here, shrugging those shoulders back and down, reversing our warrior. bringing it all the way back over. And once more, floating the hands down either side of your left foot. But this time, rather than stepping it back to down dog, we're going to bring our right foot next to our left at the top of the mat, folding forward over your legs, then bending into your knees to lift yourself up to standing. When we get there, we're stepping our left leg behind us, coming into a wide legged position. So our toes are going to face the long edge of the mat here. We're going to bring our arms behind us, interlace the fingers. If I just turn my back to you, so you're drawing your knuckles to the earth, and depending on your shoulder flexibility, your range of motion, you might be able to lift your arms up a little bit behind you. Again, don't force it, just see where you are with your body, relaxing your shoulders, but then drawing these arms up. Now we can stay here, or if you would like to, we're going to hinge from the hips and fold forward. It's all about length, so we're keeping that back long if we can. Let the crown of the head fall to the floor and just see where we get to with these arms. I have to tell you now that I am quite flexible in my shoulder joints, so I am able to get my arms quite high without pushing myself. But honestly, please work to where you are today. Staying here for a couple of breaths. If it's too much with the arms, take them down, rest the fingertips on the floor, maybe even give yourself a little bit of a sway as well. Listen to your body, move with how your body would like to move. Drawing that breath in and out through the nose here. And then from here, we're going to walk our hands. Obviously, release them to the floor if you're still holding them behind you. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Step yourself back into a plank position. Drop your knees to the floor, keeping your elbows close to your body. Just lower yourself all the way down towards the earth. And then from here, coming into a little bit of a back bend. So we can find Sphinx pose with the elbows underneath the shoulders, lifting the heart, drawing the shoulders back and down, just feeling that lovely opening across the chest, a gentle bend into your spine. Again, depending on flexibility. This is where I personally feel happy in my back bend. You might be more flexible. You might want to come into a cobra, taking your hands underneath your shoulders, rolling those shoulder blades back and down and lifting up here. If that works for you, please come into that posture. But like I say, I'm quite happy in my Sphinx pose. One more beautiful deep breath in. And then as we exhale, push yourself onto all fours. We're going to cross our legs over behind us and come into a seated position. Let me scoot myself back into the center, a shadow with all this beautiful sun. I'm not complaining. We've had rain forever, so this is quite nice. Let us finish this stretch this morning in a seated position. Cross-legged if that's okay, kneeling, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, lifting your arms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes if you wish as we touch the palms together and bring the hands down towards the heart. Inhale, taking the hands all the way up. And this time, as we exhale, taking our right hand towards the left knee, the left hand behind, shrugging those shoulders back and down, lengthening through the spine and using our core muscles to gently move us over towards the left-hand side. You can use your hand on your knee if you would like a little bit of extra twist. But again, don't force, just see how it feels. Stay here for a breath or two. As you breathe in, just notice if you have any space in your body. As you exhale, gently move yourself into that space. As we take our next inhale, so we draw the arms up. And as we exhale, we float them down to the opposite side. So the left hand rests on the right knee. We shrug the shoulders and we move towards the right. Last time, deep breath in, lift the arms, touch the palms together as we exhale, Draw your hands down towards your heart. Give yourself a bow of thanks for making the effort to roll out your mat, have a little bit of morning movement. I hope you enjoyed that class. Please do subscribe to my channel, drop me a like, send me a comment, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Have a fabulous day.